Oh, we didn't even touch on that. Quickly tell the viewer about like the drink idea.
Yeah, so that's kind of the framing device of everything. So I made the wraparounds, and it's kind of like everybody shows up at a bar, and the guy who owns the bar is like, oh, come in, like finish the night for me, to a new bartender, and he doesn't really kind of get why the bartender just the owner, sorry, just rushes out, and the bartender slowly realizes that all of the debit machines have gone down. If you guys remember, there was like a point like a couple years ago in the summer where debit just didn't work for like 2 days. And I was like, okay, what if it's like that kind of time? So the debit machines don't work, so they can't pay for any drinks, but he realizes that like, oh, well, everybody can have one last drink on the house because screw this guy. And some of the patrons are like, well, it doesn't feel right to not pay for a drink, so they exchange stories. And because it's like the olden ways of, back in medieval times, they'd exchange stories for drinks when they couldn't pay, right? So each story is actually named after a different drink. So yeah, so Lucky 8, Painkiller, Dead Frog, Dark and Stormy, these are all, drinks. And then, and each wraparound is kind of just like the patrons exchanging these stories. Yeah, it's which, it sounds simple enough. Like us just talking about it sounds easy, but it was like, if you add up all the production time and all, it's like 7 different productions. You know what I mean? It was so much work and so much planning, and all the different directors killed it. But like, yeah, shooting them all was a lot, man. Like I kind of get why anthologies have different DOPs now.